Trackwrestling with Rich Bender, Executive Director of USA Wrestling. We're at the National Collegiate Women's Wrestling Championships. This was important enough for you to be here both days. Why was this so crucial
Well,
to be here?
I can think of no more important event for women's wrestling than an event this weekend. I mean, it's a monumental championship. It's the first Collegiate Women's Championships for NCAA schools, which will be the foundation on which we will build ultimately the NCAA Division I Wrestling Championships for our girls, and a really important event for us this weekend.
Terry Steiner, the head women's national team coach, tells a story about really coming around on women's wrestling. He said that you really pushed him to be in that role. What did you see in Terry early on?
Well, Terry Steiner obviously is one of the top, maybe the top women's wrestling coach on the planet, and we're really fortunate to have him. But in our early conversations with Terry, the key was his wife, actually, Jody, and talking to Jody about the opportunity for Terry. I mean, I think she clearly saw the vision and the opportunity there. And then as we talked to Terry, Terry came to the realization that wrestling's wrestling. He understands clearly the impact that wrestling's had on him as a man and a boy. And why not have that same benefit apply to women? And I think Terry's embraced that and really blossomed as I said, one of the best women's wrestling coaches of all time.
We've heard that narrative where men have done a 180. Where were you early on women's wrestling? Were you always supportive?
Well, I think I always clearly understood the benefit that wrestling had on me personally, and really didn't understand why there should be any kind of barrier for women not enjoying that same benefit. I think certainly the sport at times has struggled with the kind of old school people that their whole vision of women's wrestling was a young boy wrestling a young girl, and some people had some problems with that. And I think that's as this sport develops and has come to the point that it is today, those barriers are gone, and it's really difficult for anyone to not come to an event like this and understand that wrestling is important to women.
We are in maybe the busiest month. You're going to be at home one day in the month of March. Let's talk about what USA Wrestling has coming up. Olympic trials, you have the NCAA championships, you have the Pan Am qualifiers. Put this in a framework of how important it is right now for our national team.
This is an incredibly important 30 days. Certainly no event more important to our Olympic effort than what's going to happen next weekend in Ottawa. We still have a long ways to go to get the rest of our team qualified for the Olympic Games, and obviously that event in Ottawa we think is going to give us our best chance to qualify a large majority, hopefully all of our weight classes for the Olympics. And then obviously that Olympic trials in State College the first week in April is going to be epic. I mean, I think it's in some ways really disappointing that we're condensing from 10 weight classes to 6, but really exciting selfishly for a wrestling fan to think about some of those unbelievable matchups that are going to happen. And it's, as I said many times, it's the purest pursuit in all sport as an American wrestler trying to win a medal for his or her country, not motivated by fame or fortune. It's that innate desire to be the best. And wrestling is the greatest sport mankind has ever known, and that is the epitome of pure pursuit.
In the United States, men's freestyle has had a full team every Olympic cycle, but there was a moment with Mike Zadek in 2008 where it was really close that he might not have made the Olympic team. Could you share that story?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, the reason that Mike Zadek is an Olympian is because of Mike Zadek, right? What the effort that he put forth to be an Olympian, the success he had in that quad gave us the opportunity to actually take advantage of some circumstances that happened just before the Olympic Games in 2008 for Mike to make the team. But make no mistake, that isn't something that we did as administrators or an organization. Mike Zadek ultimately, as a world silver medalist and someone that committed to follow this whole process through, was there and available when the opportunity presented itself, and when it did, Mike was able to be there in Beijing and compete as an Olympian the rest of his life as a result.
We hear a lot of people saying we're in the best times for wrestling. Do you feel that way?
I do, and 3 decades at USA Wrestling, I mean, there's not been a better time that I can remember in those 3 decades, and certainly I think obviously our sport still continues to face challenges and struggles. The organization continues to face those challenges and struggles, but I can remember no better time than right now. And I think a lot of that has to do with things like this weekend, the opportunity that women has brought to our sport, and the opportunity the sport has given to women. And I think, obviously, the best is yet to come. I think we're on the precipice of something really cool as this sport develops. At the very highest level, Team USA is really good. Right? We have some incredible women that will represent us ultimately in Tokyo. But the collegiate side, what a great weekend this is for conference championships, and 40,000 people we expect to be in Minneapolis for the Division I championships. And I think, it's good times. Obviously, there's still a lot of opportunities for us to shove this sport forward, and we're going to continue to work tirelessly to do that. But Sally Roberts said it pretty good last night in a function we had here in Adrian, that everybody's coming together around a common cause, and that's our sport. I think that's really cool to see, and whether you're a folk style expert or a freestyle expert, support a high school team or a women's wrestling team or the Olympic team, right? We're pushing that tent pole up as high as we can and get as many people underneath it, and I think it's great times for our sport.